Could a nickel in your pocket be a hidden jackpot? Some ordinary-looking coins from 1980, 1998, and 2005 have stunned collectors with errors so rare they've sold for thousands, even millions, of dollars at auction. From mysterious double strikes to elusive off-center designs, these nickels tell a fascinating story of missteps at the U.S. Mint. In this video, we're diving deep into the quirks that could transform your loose change into life-changing finds. Let's uncover the secrets hiding in plain sight. The 2005 U.S. nickel is no ordinary coin. At first glance, it might seem like a typical piece of loose change, just another nickel jingling in your pocket or lying forgotten in a jar on your desk. But what if I told you that this seemingly ordinary coin could actually be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, or even more? It's true, and today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2005 U.S. nickel to uncover why it's capturing the attention of collectors and auction houses alike. First, let's talk about what makes this coin so unique. In 2005, the U.S. Mint introduced two new reverse designs for the Jefferson nickel as part of the Westward Journey nickel series. These designs, the American Bison and the Ocean in View, were created to commemorate the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. This was a bold departure from the traditional Monticello design that had adorned the nickel for decades. But the intrigue doesn't stop at the designs themselves. As with any coin, the 2005 nickel wasn't immune to errors during the minting process. And these errors? They're what transform a 5-cent piece into a potential treasure. Collectors have discovered fascinating variations and mistakes in this series that significantly impact their value. One of the most notable errors found in the 2005 nickel is the die clash. Die clashes occur when the obverse and reverse dies, the metal stamps used to imprint the coin, strike each other without a blank coin between them. This leaves faint imprints of the opposite side's design in places where they don't belong. On the 2005 nickel, die clash errors have been found where you can see traces of the bison's body on the obverse or Jefferson's portrait on the reverse. These ghostly imprints make the coin a fascinating collectible, often fetching significant sums at auctions. Then there are the off-center strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank isn't properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a portion of the design being cut off. For the 2005 nickel, off-center errors that retain clear, visible dates and mint marks are especially valuable. Coins with dramatic off-center strikes, where as much as 50% of the design is missing, have been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. Another sought-after error is the doubled die. This happens when a coin is struck by a die that has been engraved with a slightly misaligned or doubled design. On the 2005 nickel, collectors have reported doubled die errors on the lettering, particularly on the reverse side. The phrase "e pluribus unum" or the word "liberty" may appear doubled, creating a striking and unmistakable visual effect. Identifying a doubled die can be tricky without magnification, but with the right tools, you could uncover one in your pocket change. One of the more dramatic types of errors involves die breaks, which result in raised, irregular patches on the coin's surface. These are sometimes called cuds. On the 2005 Bison nickel, cuds have been spotted along the rim, disrupting the clean, circular edge. Coins with significant die breaks are highly sought after because they're both unusual and visually striking. But perhaps the rarest and most valuable errors are those involving the mint mark. Mint marks, those tiny letters that indicate where a coin was struck, such as P for Philadelphia or D for Denver, can sometimes be repunched, misaligned, or even completely missing. In the 2005 nickel series, collectors have found examples of repunched mint marks, where the mint mark appears to have been stamped twice in slightly different positions. These coins are exceptionally rare and can fetch a premium price among collectors. Let's pause for a moment and consider the value of these errors. In 2021, a 2005 American Bison nickel with a significant die clash sold at auction for over $3,000. Another coin, featuring a dramatic off-center strike, fetched $4,200. And these aren't isolated cases. As awareness of the series grows, so does the market for these rare finds. To truly understand the potential of the 2005 nickel, it's helpful to hear from collectors who have struck gold, quite literally, with their discoveries. One collector shared the story of finding a double-die 2005 nickel in a roll of coins purchased from a local bank. They initially dismissed it as an ordinary coin, but closer inspection with a magnifying glass revealed the subtle doubling on the word "Liberty." After sending it off for professional grading, the coin was authenticated as a high-grade double die and later sold for $2,500. Another collector stumbled upon an off-center strike in their pocket change. The coin was about 40% off-center, with the date and mint mark fully visible. After consulting with an expert and listing the coin at auction, it sold for over $1,800, a life-changing discovery from a single nickel. So, how can you identify these rare and valuable coins? Start with the basics. You'll need a few tools, a magnifying glass or, even better, a USB microscope to closely examine the details of your coins. Good lighting is essential, too, as many of these errors are subtle and can be easily overlooked. Begin by inspecting the obverse and reverse of the coin for any unusual markings, doubling, or irregularities. Pay special attention to the lettering, mint mark, and key design elements like Jefferson's portrait or the bison. If you spot something out of the ordinary, compare it to reference images of known errors, which are widely available online. Once you think you've found an error, the next step is grading. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, giving it an official seal of approval that adds tremendous value in the eyes of buyers. Grading isn't free, but it's often well worth the investment for rare and valuable coins. Beyond identifying errors, proper care and storage are critical. Even the rarest coin can lose value if it's scratched, tarnished, or damaged. Store your coins in protective holders or cases, and avoid touching them with bare hands to prevent oils and dirt from affecting their surface. Now, let's talk about the crème de la crème of the 2005 nickel series, the most valuable error coins ever discovered. These are the coins that make headlines and send shockwaves through the collecting community. One such coin is a 2005 American Bison nickel with a massive die break that covers nearly half of the reverse design. This dramatic error, combined with its pristine condition, made it one of the most talked about coins of its time, eventually selling for over $5,000 at auction. Another standout is a 2005 nickel with a double die so pronounced that the doubling on the reverse lettering is visible even without magnification. This coin, graded MS67 by PCGS, sold for an eye-popping $8,700. And then there's the Holy Grail, a 2005 nickel with a mint mark error so rare it's believed to be one of only a handful in existence. This coin features a repunched D mint mark on the reverse, creating a stunning visual effect. When it went to auction, the bidding war was fierce, and the final hammer price exceeded $12,000. What makes these coins so special isn't just their rarity, it's the stories they tell. Each error is a snapshot of a moment in time, a testament to the imperfections of the minting process and the unique quirks that can turn an ordinary coin into a work of art. As we wrap up, here's one final thought to leave you with: the next time you come across a 2005 nickel, take a closer look. That seemingly ordinary coin in your pocket or coin jar could be hiding a secret, a flaw, an error, a story that transforms it into a treasure worth thousands. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 2005 US nickel is proof that sometimes, the smallest discoveries can have the biggest impact. So, keep searching, keep learning, and who knows? Maybe your next find will be the one that changes everything. The 1980 US nickel is not just any ordinary coin. For many collectors, this humble piece of currency has proven to be a gateway to incredible discoveries, some of which have sold for staggering sums at auctions. It might surprise you to know that the very nickel you could hold in your hand today might harbor secrets, errors, or unique characteristics that elevate it far beyond its face value. What makes a coin like the 1980 nickel potentially worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions? It all begins with understanding the intricate world of minting errors and the extraordinary value they bring to collectors. The United States Mint, despite its precision and high standards, is not immune to mistakes. And when those mistakes make their way into circulation, they transform what would otherwise be an ordinary coin into a prized possession. First, let's explore what sets the 1980 U.S. nickel apart. These nickels were struck at three primary locations: the Philadelphia Mint, which produced nickels without a mint mark, the Denver Mint, marked with a D, and the San Francisco Mint, known for its proof coins, identifiable by an S mint mark. The coin itself features the profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's home, on the reverse. It's a simple design, but even simplicity leaves room for human error. Now, let's dive into the fascinating realm of errors, those small but highly significant flaws that can turn a pocket-change nickel into a collector's dream. Error coins are the result of mishaps during the minting process. For example, some coins are struck off-center, resulting in an incomplete design. Others might show signs of die cracks, where the die used to mint the coin develops fractures, leaving raised lines on the coin's surface. These errors are like fingerprints, unique, and often highly sought after. One particularly desirable feature is the double die. This happens when the die that strikes the coin is engraved with the design twice at slightly different angles. The result is a doubling effect on certain parts of the coin, such as the lettering or the details of the design. For the 1980 nickel, finding a doubled die error can significantly boost its value. Imagine spotting a slight doubling in the word Liberty or the details of Monticello. That subtle imperfection could turn a 5-cent coin into a collector's treasure worth thousands. There's also the allure of off-metal strikes. This error occurs when a coin is accidentally struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination. For instance, a nickel struck on a penny planchet would weigh less than usual and have a copper hue instead of the standard nickel composition. Such anomalies are exceedingly rare, and when discovered, they create a frenzy among collectors. Speaking of rarity, let's not forget the full steps designation. On the reverse of the nickel, Monticello's steps are often faint or indistinct due to wear or weak strikes. But when the steps are fully visible and sharply defined, the coin earns the coveted full steps designation. This feature alone can make an otherwise common 1980 nickel highly desirable. Coins graded as full steps in excellent condition, especially those with a high mint state grade, have been known to fetch jaw-dropping prices at auction. But the real magic lies in the stories of those who have stumbled upon these treasures. Take, for instance, a collector who purchased a roll of nickels from a bank, expecting nothing more than a handful of ordinary coins. Upon closer inspection, they discovered a 1980 nickel with a double die reverse, its value soaring into the thousands. Another collector found a 1980 nickel struck off-center at nearly 50%, rendering half of the design incomplete. That single error turned a pocket-change coin into a showpiece at a major coin auction. So, how can you identify these valuable errors in your own 1980 nickels? It starts with the basics. Always examine your coins under proper lighting and use a magnifying glass to inspect the finer details. Look closely at the lettering, Monticello's steps, and the edges of the coin for any signs of irregularity. Even minor differences can signify a major find. A digital scale can also be invaluable. Check the weight of your nickel to see if it deviates from the standard 5 grams, as this might indicate an off-metal strike. Condition plays a huge role in determining a coin's worth. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, which is heavily worn and barely identifiable, to mint state 70, which is flawless under magnification. While a circulated 1980 nickel with a minor error might be worth a few $100s, a pristine uncirculated example with the same error could command thousands, or more. Grading your coin professionally through a trusted service like PCGS or NGC can unlock its full potential value. Now, let's talk about auctions. Some of the most incredible finds have made their way into the spotlight through auctions, where collectors compete for a piece of numismatic history. One example is a 1980 nickel with a dramatic die break, often referred to as a cud. This coin, with its striking and unusual flaw, sold for a jaw-dropping sum, proving just how much collectors value uniqueness. In another instance, a 1980 nickel with full steps and a high mint state grade fetched tens of thousands at a major event. But what about the rarest of the rare, the coins that collectors dream of? As we delve deeper, we find examples like nickels struck on foreign planchets or those with extreme misalignments. These are the coins that redefine what we think of as valuable. Imagine a 1980 nickel with a combination of errors, a doubled die, a misaligned strike, and full steps. Such a coin would be practically one of a kind, and its value could soar into the 6 or even 7 figures. The journey to uncovering these treasures is not just about the coins themselves, it's about the thrill of the hunt. Searching through coin rolls from banks, checking your pocket change, or exploring old family collections can yield unexpected rewards. Some collectors have even shared tales of finding valuable error coins in the most unlikely places, like vending machines or parking meters. The key is to stay curious and never underestimate the potential of a single coin. As you venture into the world of 1980 US nickels, remember that knowledge is your greatest asset. Study the characteristics of the coin, familiarize yourself with common and rare errors, and keep an eye on auction results to stay informed about current market trends. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the possibilities are endless, and the rewards can be life-changing. And while the focus here is on the 1980 nickel, let it be a reminder of the hidden treasures that may lie in any year or denomination of US coins. The next great discovery could be waiting in your pocket right now, just waiting for someone to recognize its worth. Who knew something as small as a nickel could hold such incredible value? We've explored the rare errors and minting anomalies on 1980, 1998, and 2005 nickels. Now it's your turn to start hunting. Check your coins carefully, you might just hold a piece of history worth a fortune. If you enjoyed uncovering these fascinating finds, don't forget to like this video and drop a comment sharing your discoveries. Subscribe to the Coin Diva for more insights into rare coins and the hidden treasures they could bring to your collection. Until next time, happy hunting! The 1998 US nickel may seem like just another coin you'd find rattling around in your pocket or sitting unnoticed at the bottom of your coin jar. It's small, unassuming, and worth exactly 5 cents in day-to-day transactions. Or is it? What if that same coin you passed over time and time again could actually be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. A single 1998 nickel could hold the kind of value that changes lives, and it all comes down to hidden details, minting anomalies, and rare errors. Before we dive into why this nickel could be so valuable, let's start with its specifications. The 1998 Jefferson nickel is composed of a metal blend, 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its diameter is 21.21 millimeters, it weighs exactly 5 grams, and it has a smooth edge. These details might seem mundane, but they're crucial. Knowing the basic specs helps you spot inconsistencies or abnormalities, which could signal a rare error coin. Every 1998 nickel has Thomas Jefferson's familiar profile on the obverse, or front side, along with the word Liberty in his own handwriting, and the year 1998 stamped clearly to the right. The reverse, or back side, features the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. Simple, timeless, and easily recognizable. But don't let that simplicity fool you, there's more to these nickels than meets the eye. To understand the potential worth of the 1998 nickel, we need to talk about minting errors. Errors happen during the coin production process and make certain coins rare and highly collectible. The U.S. Mint strikes billions of coins each year, and with that level of production, mistakes are bound to slip through. These errors can range from barely noticeable to glaringly obvious, and they significantly impact a coin's value. A single mint error can turn a common nickel into an extraordinary find, one that collectors will pay top dollar to own. Let's start with double die errors. These occur when a coin is struck more than once by a die that has shifted slightly between strikes. This results in doubled images on the coin, which can appear as ghostly outlines on the text, Jefferson's portrait, or Monticello. For 1998 nickels, doubling is most often seen on the word Liberty or the date. If you spot one of these, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another notable error to watch for is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank metal planchet, the round disc used to make coins, is not properly aligned with the die during the minting process. The result is a coin where the design is shifted, leaving part of it missing or pushed to one side. The value of an off-center error depends on the degree of misalignment. A slight misstrike might be worth $10 to $20, but a severe off-center strike with more than 50% of the design missing can fetch hundreds of dollars or more, especially if the coin's date and mint mark are still visible. Speaking of mint marks, pay close attention to the small letter stamped just below Monticello. This letter indicates where the coin was produced, P for Philadelphia or D for Denver. Each mint has its own unique history and quirks, which can sometimes affect the value of error coins. For example, some collectors have found that certain errors appear more frequently in coins from one mint than another, adding an extra layer of intrigue to the search. Another fascinating error to look for in the 1998 nickel is the clipped planchet. This happens when the blank coin discs are punched out of the metal sheet too close to the edge, resulting in a coin that appears to have a small bite taken out of it. While this error is more common in earlier coins, clipped planchets are still possible in modern coins and can be worth significant money to the right collector. Now, let's bring this closer to home with some real-world examples. One collector discovered a 1998 nickel with a dramatic double die error on the reverse side. The Monticello lettering was doubled, creating a shadowed effect that was impossible to miss. This coin, which was found in loose change, ended up selling for over $1,200 at auction. Another story involves a seller on eBay who listed a 1998 nickel with a severe off-center strike. That coin, despite its flaws, or perhaps because of them, sold for more than $800. These kinds of finds aren't just lucky flukes. They happen because people know what to look for. To give yourself the best chance of finding a valuable 1998 nickel, you'll need the right tools and a careful eye. Start with a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. 10x magnification is ideal. Proper lighting is also crucial. Natural light or a bright LED lamp will help you spot fine details like doubling, cracks, or alignment issues. Examine both sides of the coin, paying close attention to the lettering, Jefferson's profile, and the Monticello image. Even a small anomaly could mean a big payday. Of course, not every error coin is immediately recognizable. Some rare varieties are known as die cracks. These are tiny fractures in the minting dies that leave raised, irregular lines on the surface of the coin. Die cracks might appear along the rim, across Jefferson's portrait, or on the Monticello building. While they're not as dramatic as other errors, die cracks are still sought after by collectors and can add considerable value to a coin. Another subtle yet valuable error is the floating roof variety. This occurs when part of the Monticello roof detail is missing, creating the illusion that the roof is detached from the rest of the building. While this specific error isn't unique to 1998 nickels, it's worth checking for, as coins with this anomaly can command higher prices on the collector's market. As we explore these errors and anomalies, you might be wondering how they affect the coin's value. The answer lies in supply and demand. Error coins are essentially unique. No two are exactly alike, and their rarity makes them highly desirable to collectors. The more dramatic or unusual the error, the higher the demand, and the higher the price. Let's not forget about grading. A coin's condition plays a significant role in determining its value. Professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, evaluate coins based on factors like wear, luster, and overall appearance. An uncirculated 1998 nickel with a significant error might be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, while the same coin in heavily worn condition might only fetch a fraction of that amount. If you believe you found a valuable error coin, it's worth investing in professional grading to maximize its value. Now, here's where things get really exciting. Among all the error coins out there, some are so rare and unique that they've sold for staggering amounts at auction. Take, for example, the 1998 nickel with a double die reverse that fetched over $5,000. Or the off-center strike coin that sold for $2,300. These aren't just isolated incidents, they're proof that even the most ordinary-seeming coins can hold extraordinary value. So, what makes the 1998 nickel so special? It's the combination of its relatively modern production date, the potential for rare errors, and the growing interest among collectors. While older coins often steal the spotlight, modern error coins like the 1998 nickel are gaining popularity as more people realize their hidden potential. And the best part? They're still out there, waiting to be discovered. Before we wrap up, let's recap the most important points. Check your 1998 nickels for double die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and other anomalies. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to inspect every detail, and consider having promising finds professionally graded. Remember, even a small error can mean big value. And don't forget to keep an eye on auction sites and collector forums to see what similar coins are selling for. The market is always changing, and staying informed will give you the best chance of cashing in on your discovery. The thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so rewarding. Every coin you examine has the potential to tell a story, connect you to history, or, in the case of the 1998 nickel, unlock a hidden fortune. So go ahead, dig through your change jar, search your pockets, and take a closer look at those nickels. You never know what you might find. Now that you've learned about the rare errors in the 1982, 1962, and 1995 US pennies, it's time to search through your own collection. You might have a hidden gem among your change. If you enjoyed this deep dive into valuable coins, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. There's always more to explore, and who knows what treasures are waiting to be found.